first of all, Raúl, if you can tell me, you had on the PowerPoint presentation there the goals that you would like to see fulfilled in 2023 for Index Reynosa. Just give us a recap on some of those, some of the important things you want to achieve as
Sure.
president.
Sure. The association has many years of experience, and as you saw in the presentation, there are a lot of things that we have to keep continuity. One of the main aspects is to make sure we stay competitive. So we're working on the in-source, the source of materials, make sure that we got vendors around us. That's one of the big objectives in there. We want a good cohesion in between our industry and the community. We're working on the social responsibility part and make sure that we are operating in this new environment that we need to be closer together. Membership, community, authorities, that combination is what gives us the conditions to be more competitive as well.
We've read and heard about this, the nearshoring. During COVID, all the supply chains were disrupted in the Far East, in Asia. And so all these companies that were manufacturing companies previously based in China want to come back to Mexico. Can you tell us about that? What are you hearing? What's happening in the industry? Is all that correct?
It is. In fact, we had a lot of logistic issues at the ports, the transportation. There were a lot of delays. Things that would take 6 weeks, 4 weeks, were taking 3 months. That was a big hit for the industry. The initiative to have nearshoring is very strong. And I'm very glad to hear that in the recent meeting that was taking place in Mexico City with the President Biden and Mexico's as well as Canada, that's one of the initiatives in there to make sure we keep on development of vendors providing things near to us for the 3 countries. So we are very glad to hear that.
Has Reynosa seen the benefit of that? Have you got new Maquilas coming in here as a consequence of the supply chain disruptions?
Nobody has left due to that. There is impact, definitely, that had increased our cost. But as you know, we are always looking for ways to be more competitive. It's a continuous effort. We know that there are companies like LG that bring all their vendors near to them. That's strategic, and we have in the structure, in the board of directors, one of them has that function. And very recently, just yesterday, we had a meeting with the Secretary of Economic Development from the state of Tamaulipas, and she's also supporting us. So we're going to do a combination of efforts to get better nearshoring.
And remind us how many maquiladoras there are in Reynosa and how many workers you employ.
Well, as you saw, we have 158 maquiladoras, 132 are members of Index, and about 147,000 workers. That's the numbers from the INEGI, which is the official site for data, up to October.
Do you have a problem accessing labor? Is there a shortage of workers? Is it quite a tight labor market right now?
Well, that's an interesting question. We've seen seasons in the year, and that's my personal experience with my company, that it seems to be tight, but there is always a time that there is an influx probably from people from other areas. Right now, we don't have that issue.
No. Raúl, is there anything else you'd like to say about the year ahead for Index?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the past president, Humberto Martinez. He did an excellent job. 3 years of service, not only in Reynosa, but also in Mexico City. This is a big association when you take into account the entire country. So a big thanks to Humberto for doing that. And I'm looking forward to make a very good connection with the local authorities, the 3 levels in the country, and also with the U.S. side, where it's an important part of all of this region that is continuously developing and attracting new businesses.
Raúl, thank you so much for today's interview.
Steve, it's a pleasure. Thank you.